Delayed it twice, right? Six and nine. Just the artwork. 6 and 9, the artwork base. So I put a 9 here. Now what I do, okay, is I'm going to try to figure out how I could put a 9 here. So which one is the 9? Should I have taken it this way and drew my 9 like this? This is the minimum size I can create. Doesn't it look bigger? Doesn't this look bigger than this? This is the minimum size I can create. But once I go on the angle, that's the minimum size. Look how much bigger it is. Now, Mars is noted to be 1.5. And I create Mars at 1.5, okay, or 15, or 150, or 1,500. Same amount of money you give out in Monopoly. $1,500. How much do you get for free parking? And remember, if we want to know about free parking, right, you might want to step it up a level and get into the computer and ask what free parking is, right, or what parking is on somebody else's, what do you call it, www dot whatever, and they're not using it. You can use free parking for advertising or something. I don't know how it works, but it's $500, right? Now my question is, if it was based off of this, it would be 1/3. Okay. If it was based off of 2,000, one would be 3/4. And this one would be 1/4. 1/4 of what's in the pot. Have 4 players. I'm just trying to think how much money is in the bank totally. How much money does Monopoly give you? Now, what I'm doing here is just creating equations. But anyways, let's take this to another level. One of the reasons I can look at this and say, well, it doesn't fit well with tennis, but it fits well with hockey. The 15 is the intermission. That would be Mars. Let's go out and have a good time. The 20 is during the period of the game. So we have 3 periods giving us 60 minutes, right, of hockey. And we have 15 minutes intermission. Intermission, interstellar transmission, intertransmission, what is the mission? In between, enter into the transmission. We are now on ice. Never been born before. We're still a seed in the bucket, still hanging by the gateway of creation. 1/3 and 2/3 are talking about the 3 pigs. They're talking about the pigs because of the pig's pregnancy of 3 weeks, 3 months, and 3 days. I associate I take relationships, I put them together. That is the pig's pregnancy. You want to know about the cow? Let's talk about the cow. How all these numbers connect to words, and the same numbers connect to other words. So when we mark down, when I just mark down over here, 3/4, 1,500 in Monopoly, I'm just making an about, right? But in Monopoly, or if you want to look at hockey, right? Intermission is 3/4 of what the value of a period is. 3/4 is here, and that is DC. You could have CD, but if I had a CD and DC, it means I'd be recording everything. It is a compact disc. You have to go, look, I found something. Like in bingo, you have 10 cards of bingo, and you find something, and a piece goes here, 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 and then you say bingo, right? So we have to fill out all these areas, right? And our coins, okay, is the knowledge. It's just all the accumulated knowledge. And the more knowledge we have, okay, the more doors that open up in the matrix we live, okay? And it hands out rewards. And it hands out rewards as in knowledge, and in lost knowledge is the way I see it, and how we tend to go to sleep. And when we just tend, for some reason, to just believe, even if it's nonsense, even if it seems like nonsense, we don't really know the proof, because everything is Hollywood today. Everything is Hollywood. Whether you go for a job, whether you go to a restaurant, whether you go see a hockey game, a football game, whether you play darts or watch somebody playing darts or tennis, it doesn't matter where you go. Everything along the line is one big show. And it all stems out from just buying the tickets to the show. It all stems out when we take a commercial break. Don't go away. I don't want to miss it, Ma. Have you heard that before? So that was number 9, and number 9 happens to be the cube. That's right. That is the cube, and at the same time, this is my what I like to call the wolf, right? And the minimum size. What minimum size would you get with this? Let's take a look. What the minimum size, if I drop down from here, right? Do I make it square, right? Is that square? See, the lines are the same. They're both square. And then I do that. So is that my single line, 9? So that's one chunk. And now we're going to bring it down, and we're going to go 2 chunks. So we added on 2 stories to this roof. And then we added on 3 stories to this roof. And another thing I wanted to say about that is when you draw that, that's, first of all, that's coming from the Greek. So we have to associate that with the Greek because of the way they draw their ancient letters, right? I'm just following what I was showing, what I was shown. Of this, you can't see both sides, just like the moon. You can't see both sides of the moon, okay, because it's just a 3D structure. Anyways, we were on Mars at 1.5. If you want to know what happens in blackjack, okay, what happens in blackjack? What is the value of blackjack? It's ace 11, okay, and it's a picture card, okay, the PC, the picture card, because it's created somewhere else and you're just getting it up on your PC. Like what's up on the PC from this camera, you're just getting it from what's inside this camera going into your computer. You're not getting it first, right? This can be all restructured. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This is the picture card, and they're valued at 10, and this gives you 21. They call it blackjack. 29 for black, 25 for jack equals to 54, the numeric value in the sun. This one over here is going to cause, this is what it causes. This is the, what it causes right there. These letters over here. And this is I don't know if it's a choir in the sun. 18, sorry, it's going to be KR. We're not going to do the one. That was a slight error. I'm just having a little trouble placing things right now. Okay. Right. So we're not gonna do that one. Now I could do that one, but I don't want to do that one because it's not set up in the numbers to do that one. It's set up to do K, R, and they're both in the same family. You see, the IR, okay, are both in the same family. The I is a reduction of R, 18. 1 plus 8 equals to 9. All about Venus and Jupiter, by the way, that structure. And to create this, you need what do you need? You need 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 to create that. This is where the mother and the child come in, and it should be 336. I think it's 336 after the 12th moon. And they put on another moon, and then they put on the time, 1.25 for the time and memory. Where does this come from? Remember, it has to be a mirror of creation. It is not direct creation, it is recreation, recreation. So if you think, okay, if you don't want to believe in life after death, this is recreation, because if it was creation, that's where God comes from. That's where the creator comes from. So we're in recreation. So no matter how you want to deny it, this is who we are. Otherwise, we'd be under God right away, and we'd be at the same level. So we had to be recreated over here. Anyways, we're going to go on with 1/4, okay, is going to equal to the sun birth. This is going to give me my cold, my hot. This is the cold and hot water. This is a 3/4 inch. If you were using nuts and bolts, you want to go to 3/4 inch. This is also going to create the numeric value number 19. This is where the spirit gateway comes in of alpha, beta. That's your first creation. 336 is because it is the half-life shown to you on the cube. When you have these 6 over here, this is a half-life right over there. I don't need them. So we are going to play either this row up here or this row down here. There's now 2 areas. It's now been split. Number 8. Before it was, that's what it looks like. Otherwise, to me, it would have been 11. But anyways, this is Heino hair, and it's still in the works of understanding something different. This will then create purple. Purple will have an association with Pegasus. Would also be an understanding of this division. The division of 66 and 88. And this I ain't joking about. This is the truth. 100% the truth, because these dice tell me that 4 is opposite of 3. If 4 is opposite of 3 and I got 4 and 4, and that's 8. 88 is 66. This is A.B.C. is this. This, okay, is 66. There are other 66s, and the reason for this being 66, although you see 8, we will never use more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can take this, and we can take this, okay? And then we're going to go and do that. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now what we're going to do, I'm going to just make it a little bit smaller because I don't have as much room. Whoop, you see that? I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to bring it over here. And I didn't want to do this one. Sorry, I got to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see the way it looks, how much longer it looks? And okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can still see these, right? Now, what don't I have? I got that one, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have this one and this one. One is going north and south, east and west. This is the I. This is the H. Okay. We can draw one side of it and say it's my X, right? So anyways, then we have this one over here. This one over here is going to be A, B, C, G, H, I. This one over here is going to be A, D, G, C, F, I. So we have A, B, C, G, H, I. And then we have A, D, G, C, F, I. Over here, we have B, C, D, B, C, D, F, B, C, D, F, G, H. Then over here, we have A, B, A, B, D, F, H, I. So this is the star system alphabet according to 6 of 8. You don't have 8 of 8. You never have all of it. You never have all of it. All of it is the possible situations. You only can live a certain amount of situations. You can't live all the situations. Not at the same time. Not with the one creature that you are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do something else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. Okay, so now what you have to know is that when you're playing a game of cards and you see the diamond suit, right? You're playing a deck of cards. You see the diamond suit, right? Well, there it is. The diamond is representing 4 counties. It's the suit that looks the same way up as it does down. It's a suit that you get 2 to 1. Now that we were able to do this, right? My question is, we can go here and then here. And then we go from this side, okay? We go here and we go here. This should have been like that. And then you go up here and then this should have been like that. This is somehow how they have to connect between the diamonds. In this area over here, okay, in this area over here, on the cross between the 2 thieves, right? The Taurus, it's just telling a story. I'm just going to put over here that when the dice cube is turned, right, your corners, which are all the odd numbers, right? 3 does not get it. You see what it is? See the way the dice has to go up this way, right? So up here, okay, if you want to talk about all numbers starting at the top, we're going to, instead of going 2, 5, 8, in the position of 2, 5, and 8, okay, we have either 1, 5 of 9, 1, 5, 1, 5, 9, or 3, 5, 7? Which one do we have? Because it's now going this way. It's in position 1, 5, and 8. And how many do we need? We need one here, one over here, one over here. We need one for each section, right? Isn't this where the stand comes in? Do you remember the spade? The spade comes in with a stand. Well, what if the club was actually part of the spade, except it just showed it different? Maybe the heart shouldn't be there either. What if the club was actually what powers the spade? Do you notice the two stands together creating that diamond look? And it looks like it's folding. I left too much space. I shouldn't have left any space. Then it would look like that. So anyways, that's what this is. That's what that is. That's where we get that. This is position 2. Regardless, I'm not going to give it anything. This is position 2. This is position 8. The center here is position 5. This area between the two is position 4. This area between the two is position 6. If I did this correctly or incorrectly, okay, I will have to draw a picture on the next page showing you this design a little bit differently. If my circles happened in any way, okay, to be overlapping, if they did, that would mean, okay, that everything would be overlapping like this. I don't have the, hold on a second. Let me get the top. Just let me show you this a different way. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the difference between the two designs, okay? The difference between the two designs, okay? I'm not going to, this is, okay, if you notice, this is where nothing goes over anything. At the same time, I forgot to do this. It opens up, right? It opens up. This is the connector to all. This is the connector to all. And you see the football here and the football here and the football here and the football here. This is what I call the bee's nest. And I don't know if I have that piece of art with me. Just give me a second. Do I have the bees? Anyways, let's forget about that. We're going to go back and show you the difference between that design. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. I'm not sure if you noticed this, right? Where? Give me some colored pencils. You know, I went in to buy a colored pencil the other day, and the lady, I just walked out of the store, you know, just walked right out of the store. Wow, I don't know what happened to all my colored pencils. Where's my color pencils? Oh, this is crazy. I had them all with me the other day. Okay, I'm going to use this. You know, they've mentioned about the Jesus fish, right? So hung between the thieves. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have to. I need to get a marker. I need to get a marker. Wow. Okay, got them. I got them. I got them. I got them. Okay. So we have this area here. 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 I'm not going to give any numbers yet. I want to take a look at this. I've seen this before. I don't remember exactly what it was. Just trying to, I'm just trying to see. So we come around. What if I was using something else? What if I was, where would we start? Where would we start, right? Where would we start? Would you say this is the cat's eye and this is the human eyes, right? The area where the nose goes. Now I'm just thinking, what should I do with this? Can it have anything to do with the game of pool? See, I just want to connect it like that. I don't know, is it looking like aliens or something? See, we should maybe, if we want, we can. Right, can it be like that? Would that be a baseball field or something? Just trying to see what it can be. Or should we just show and bring it together as there's a passage or an outlet? How much of the area is lost? If I created the area like this, you'd have this area here, you'd have one area here, you'd have a lost area here. The 2, 4, 6, 8 area. Different houses. I'm just trying to think. Compared to okay, that's what it is. It's this, and we've seen this before. We've seen this before. This is not the first time you're seeing this, right? Now, can we do this again? Can I do this again? I should start doing this again and seeing what I come up with. Now, the question is, if I do this again, right, I can't overlap. Should I start in the middle, or should I do the same thing by overlapping another circle here and overlapping another circle here, leaving me, I'm just doing it quick, leaving me with So now I'm looking, and at the same time, I'm not sure if I can look at it this way or look at this as 888. Or from two sides, I get one I each. They're sharing this one in between. There were four, but now there's 3 and 3 connected by 1. 3 and 3, 6 and 1 is 7. Was it just made differently to wake us up? On the cube, I don't know. $500, pigtails, connected wires. 336, and one of the reasons for that comes out where, let's just go over a few numbers. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 1 times 9 equals to 9. But if you take it as number 19, you can also look at it this way. The I, which looks like a 1, to the real value of its position is 9. But in Roman numerals, it retakes its value in the 1 position. And considering that the number 1 is inside, or the ace position is inside the 9 in the 9 card. R18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. Now, this is the divided birth, or the divided birth ignited by 1, born in 2 worlds. 1 for the perfect mind, who knows? 6 and 3, this is the word 11. Okay. It is also part to do with creation of 6, C and F. I always relate it to the woman, although the woman is numeric value 66. Okay, 2 6s, in which to create 2 6s, you need 1 times 2 times 3. You need 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6 equals to 6. There are other ways and understandings where we get 6 in a game of one die or 2 dies. 2 dies, we'll call it Phobos, the subwoofer and station, the bus, the USB key, and Demas, rolling of your chance of luck, of a predestined place you will go, even if you didn't know and you think you did it on your own. It's the effort that helps you decide. But at the end, 1 die, Luna. 6 and 6, this is the woman of freedom, freedom of 55. The father does not hold the egg, and he does not hold the child. He gets number 1. I give him number 1 for the sperm. The mother gets the egg. I give her number 2. When she bears the child, she bears both 1 and 2 as number 3 in creation. The child is born 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. 6 plus 6 equals 12. The total is 48. S19, O14, O14, O15, N14. Total, 48. This will be the division of night and day because of the mathematics that will extend from number 84, which is also noted to be the half-life, as 4 is half of 8. This is also the division of day and night, because the multiplication, 4 times 8 equals to 32. That will eventually equal to recreation. And then 4 plus 8 equals to 12. So we get 44 to the plus side, and we get 20 to the minus side. And if I want to look at 20, I can look at it to say it is part of the gateway. 5 times 4, 2 times 10. And it's part of the gateway, and 2 and 10, when they come together, that is navy blue, just because the game of pool. The 20 also, the T letter in gematria shows me a repetitive of the G letter, which is the gateway. And the gateway is automatically created from the numeric value from sperm number 71. it leads into what the egg is number 19, which is 1/3 or related to where the man fits in, because you are only a man when you reach the age of 13. And as the numeric value of 13, the sperm that will recreate 13, that will lead up when the female runs the cycle of the moon, that will become your AC father into creating DC connected to the moon, father and mother bearing of the child. And not only is that man is number 28, woman is number 66. The difference is 38, 66. The 38 for woman on top of what man is, because I'm just going to add the letters W and O. When I add them on top of each other, I get 16. 1 and 6 equals to 7. And I get 3 and 2, I get 5. I automatically go from these numbers over to the moon. Add man, woe onto man, and you end up with the moon. So what is it in the woe? This is 2 ways of creation. Both these letters mathematically meet. These 2 letters meet. The 23rd letter and the 15th letter equals to 6 and 5 equals to 6 and 5, multiplied and added. Except this one added equals to 6. This one multiplied equals to 6. So it's an X and a plus. They're not negated. It's not like going 2 plus 8 and 1 plus 9 equals to the same thing. They're both on addition. So when I run man to connect them to the moon, I end up with birth. Birth of 76, birth of the DNA, birth in the sun. I don't know if it's all 3, because the half-life, number 16, will create this numeric value over here. 1 times 6 equals 6. 1 plus 6 equals 7. 7 times 6 equals 42. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 42 minus 13 is 29. If I add it, it equals to 55. The total equals to 84. And now you're telling us our births are from Pluto. Pluto connected to the moon, all created coming from Mars. Mars, when you play blackjack, okay, it seems like the 1.5 times payout or the 3-2 payout in blackjack is because they're giving you a bonus because you've reached directly to Mars, the blackjack. Plugged in, is that what it is? The blackjack connected into the ground, right? Mars being the ground to everything. We have to know it, that this is recreation. So 1.5 times anything, okay, will be a half more than whatever it is presently. So 1.5 times 2 will be 3. 1.5 times 2. So this is blackjack. And now these 2 numbers end up having the same numeric calculations, right? And that is also the W and O inside a woman. I connected these 2. There's another relationship with these 2, and that is in the game of roulette. The 28, the 29, the 31, and the 33 all create what I like to call my scenario of the Pontiac angle. I also like to always call my angles the delta angles, one side or the other. How come I can't? Okay. And when you say bear of the child, okay, it's actually very true, because it is the king and the queen that is the bear of the child. The king and the queen sitting right over here. For those who can't see the letter B, for those who can't see the letter R, the 12th card is the queen as the 17th letter, 10th letter reverse. The 13th card is the king, okay? It is also the 11th letter and the 16th letter of the half-life reversed. PK and QJ, these 2. Anyways, Raphael, I'm not really sure if I was going to go anywhere else with this. I'm going to do another video and talk about pi in this fashion over here. And don't cross your legs. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good afternoon. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of pixels. Little breaky. How do I put the camera up over? Okay. Wow, there's no light, eh?